Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Cadbury's Collection, and today I'm going to show you people how I made this beautiful wrap top with a belt. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. So let's get started. So I'm using a pattern paper to do this. So first of all, I'm going to mark out my overlap measurement. I'm using the quarter of my bust measurement, which is 10.6, to do this. So I'm marking out 10.6 here. So I'm connecting it. So I'm going to mark out my shoulder line, which is 7.5. So this is my 1 inch shoulder slope. So the round armhole I'm going to use here is 8.2. So this is me connecting the lines. So I'm detecting the center of the line and I'm going in by ½ inch. So now the bust measurement I'll be using is 10.6. So I'm placing my chest line measurement to connect the lines. So the top length I'll be using is 18 inches. So I'm adding extra 1 inch because it's going to have a bust dart. So this is me connecting the lines. So the half length round I'm using here is 9 inches. So I'm connecting the line to my bust, my chest line. So I'm marking out my nipple to my bust point line. So this is me connecting my armhole to the chest line. So the nipple to nipple measurement I'll be using here is 4.5 inches. So I came down from my bust point by 1 inch. So I've connected the line. I'm opening my dart with 0.75 by the both sides. So I've replaced the dart. So I just placed the nipple to nipple measurement and came down by 1 inch from the bust point and connected the line to the nipple to nipple measurement because of bust dart. Yeah. So the neck line is 3 by 3 and I've connected the lines to my shoulder slope. So I'm marking out the 10.6. inches, which is quarter of my bust measurement. So I came up by 2 inches from the blouse length. So over to the neckline, I'm going to come down by 6 inches because I don't want it to reveal my cleavage. So I'll be connecting the lines. This way. So this is our overlap blouse with shoulder. If you want your own to have shoulder, this is where you are going to do it. Please, when you are doing this, when you are cutting your own pattern and you want it to have a bust dart, please don't add your sewing allowance to it because it's going to affect the bust dart. You have to add it when cutting it. So when cutting it on the fabric, that's when you have to add your allowance. So now I have to pleat in. Is either I pleat it in or I slash it at the center. Then you spin and hold it, pin it on each other. So I've done that already. So now remember, it's an off shoulder. So from shoulder slope, I went down by 3 inches. So first of all, let me check. I'm checking whether my cleavage is going to show. So by marking all around the measurement between the bust point. So I decided to use 4 inches. So this is it. This is the off shoulder. In case you wanted your own to be off shoulder, then you do it this way. So this is our front panel. So I went in by 1 inch. Sorry, the light went off. So don't forget to write no allowance on your pattern so that you will not make a mistake. So over to the back, I've marked out my starting point and my shoulder measurement and my chest line measurement. So I'm placing my bust, which is 10.6, and placing my blouse length measurement, that is a half length round, which is 9 inches, and connecting the lines. Yeah. So I've divided the shoulder by 2. So at the back, I like going in by quarter of an inch. Yeah. So I'm marking out my nipple to nipple measurement at the back. So this is my bust point. So I'm going to go down by 1 inch. Then I'm using half an inch on the both sides, making it 1 inch for my dart. Sorry, I have to turn this so that I will get my dart very well. So I've replaced the dart. So the allowance I will be using to shape this cloth is 2 inches. So I added it to the back because, I'm cutting directly on the fabric. So the neck depth is 3 inches by 1 inch at the back. So remember, I removed 4 inches from the front. So this is me removing it from the back right now. I'm marking from the neck depth down by 7 inches. I'll use this rather. So this is me connecting it. Thank you. And the back is ready. So I've cut out the back. So this is me going in by 1 inch. And for the front, sorry, I didn't remember, I forgot to go in by 1 inch, so I've trimmed it out already.